magician and you control the weather. No, but you are in control of how you react, how you perceive things, what perspective you choose to take, and how you act in response to those events.
I'm telling you guys, you gotta focus on yourself, you gotta focus on your own effort and become you and show people who you are, because this is the most important thing in the world. This is your uniqueness and you have to bring it to the people. This is the only way to be happy.
Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. Don't swim in the same slough. Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. And stay out of the clutches of mediocrity. Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. Change your tone and shape so often that they can never categorize you. Reinvigorate yourself and accept what is, but only on the terms that you have invented and reinvented. Be self-taught and reinvent your life because you must. It is your life, and its history and the present belong only to you.
In the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you are greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
If you are worried about someone's opinion, you're not gonna get anywhere. You gotta start trying things, you gotta start working, you gotta start doing something every single day towards success. If you guys are dreaming about something, all you have to do is just put in work. If you can think of something, if you can have an idea, you can do it, you can make it happen. Your reality consists of two things: the idea and hard work, your effort, and both things you can control. You can control your ideas and you can control your effort, and you can make anything happen in this world.
You are not like everybody else. You can walk outside and find pigeons, but if you're looking for eagles, it's going to take you a minute. You are different. It's lonely at the top.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Energy is never lost, transfer. That negative energy, that fear, is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. You're like, what else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? What am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? The winners always show up. They're willing to lose in order to gain. Big mental thing there, guys. This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make the arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up?
Gratitude is one of the most strongest forms of power in attracting good things. You know, if you truly feel grateful for the things in your life, I always felt grateful for even the small things. I always used to celebrate the small things. Now I might be celebrating the bigger things, but I always celebrate every little good thing that would happen to me in my life. Even before I had any kind of money or any of that, I would celebrate and I would feel grateful for it, and it just gave me more. And this is exactly the same thing that's happening right now. I still remain grateful and more comes.
You could either pity and cry and whine about it and be sad and say, poor me, or you can say, like we said, what can I learn from this? What's good about this? And how can I use this? Unless you die, I believe that everything is used to improve your life.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. and that will make all the difference.
We become what we think about most of the time, and that's the strangest secret. This is why thinking is so vital. This is why a goal is so important, because we will become that. This is why people who set goals achieve them. The trouble with men is not in achieving their goals. They do that. It's in establishing them.
Raise your standards. Lasting change is different than a goal. You don't always get your goals, but you always get your standards. I tell people the strongest force in the whole human personality is this need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. But so often in our lives, we've adapted to be a certain way so that we don't fail or so that people will like us or respect us, but it's not necessarily who we are. It all comes down to the inner game, my friends. Changing your life is a change in the inner game. The outside world you can't control, but you have absolute control over this one if you learn the dynamics of what shapes you.
Because if you believe in this, everybody else will.
The most important reason, the most important thing, the most important gift that you receive by taking action in the direction of your dreams is not attaining your fucking dream. It's you growing stronger and becoming a stronger version of yourself through the challenges, through the resistance, and because it's hard.
But it is very important that you be definite about what it is you're going after, what your purpose is. That your only limitations are those which you set up in your own mind or permit others to set up for you. Success is something which has to be planned, and success is something which has to be earned in advance. True, there is such a thing as luck, but just remember that luck is something you can create for yourself if you know the rules and follow them just as I give them to you.
No. You want to take responsibility for your life. I got me here, I can get me out of this. And I'm getting out. I'm not going to be a volunteer victim. You can decide, I'm going to work on myself and develop myself. I'm going to empower me.
So if you're a person out there that's working to see your dream realized, recognize that you don't have to be held hostage by the failures of yesterday, because yesterday is the past. If you have fumbled in the past, remember, tomorrow's not yet certain. Your power is acting in the now. So if you act in the now, in this moment, you can make the right decision that will help empower you to shape the future and create it as you want it to be. You can reinvent yourself if you fumbled in the past. You do not have to be held hostage to the failures of yesterday. And if you have succeeded in the past, it doesn't mean that you will automatically succeed in the future. But it does mean, though, that you have access to a blueprint to your success.
Physiology. If you don't change your physiology, you won't get anything. So an incantation is not only you speak it, but you embody what you're saying with all the intensity you can. And you do it with enough repetitions that it sticks in your head. Like It's a Small World, now the conversation in your head is always the same and it gives you what you want.
The difference between a champion and a loser is that they both fail. Is that the loser allows the failure to stand for life. Not the dog in the fight. It's the fight and the dog that matters. That's the difference. Champions get back up and do it again.